Part three, Foundation TV show, City Hall, African American Chamber.
It doesn't matter. Just somebody stand up and go. Come on. We got to do it. Okay.
My name is Edith Thrower. Good morning, and I'm the managing partner of Four Cincinnati Innovators. We're an LLC company. Go to our website, 4ciconsultant.com. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ben Cornish. I'm with First Financial Bank. We are a full-service banking center located in downtown Cincinnati. I'm a relationship manager and also a business banking manager.
Good morning. I'm Ron Roblando. I'm on the board of the Hispanic Chamber. I'm also on the board of the Von Auburn Machado, so with Freeman McNeil. And I'm vice president of Alpha Telehealth based in Hyde Park.
Good morning. My name is Annette Bell, and I'm with Eastern Personnel Services. And we help employees and employers to connect with each other. So basically, we place great employees with employers.
Good morning. My name is Wade Cook, broker owner of Cobon's Realty. I'm a real estate agent, also the vice president of the Realty Organization.
Morning, I'm April Post, a financial advisor with April Post Financial, and I help families protect income, destroy debt, and build wealth by providing financial education and business opportunities in middle class.
Good morning, I'm Greg Webb, Vice President co-owner of DAG Construction. We're construction managers and general contractors and chief bottle washers.
I'm the role owner, president of the consultants, general contractor construction manager.
Good morning. I'm Sean Alexander. I'm with Value Pad Solutions. We are an engineering firm specializing in mechanical, electrical, and plumbing engineering.
Excellent, excellent.
Ron Lyons with Nuclear Energy. We do energy management services for municipal and commercial clients.
Hi, my name is Chuma Kwame. I'm the managing partner for Shaw Mechanical Commercial ABS in firm. We do projects with DAG, municipal projects like healthcare. One of our projects that we do right now is Cincinnati Shakespeare community project in that.
I'm Freeman McNeil. I'm the CEO of Freeman Consultants. We do political consulting and workforce inclusion consulting. And I'm gonna blame my computer if I'm not registered, Mr. County.
Your name tag's up here, you just didn't get it.
Good morning, everyone. I'm John Harmon. I'm the CEO of Market Direct. We are a marketing firm. We involved that and right now we're working with the Chamber on the 20th anniversary Gala.
Say that again.
Yes, the Chamber, we're doing the marketing for the Chamber with the 20th anniversary Gala. And I want to encourage all of you to go online, register, buy a ticket, and attend this Gala. It's going to be a once in a lifetime event. 2020, they celebrate 20 years, once. So let's all support this.
Hi, good morning. My name is Arlene Lewis. I'm working inside the we provide administrative support services and IT services. So I have some overview.
Good morning. I didn't register because I didn't know I was coming, so I'm sorry.
No, we got a lunch for you. It's just a joke. No, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
My name is Latasha Ward. I am the director of the Center for Business and Individual Development. We do project management for small businesses. So most of our project managers have been in this field about 12 years. I'm one of them. So we do that. We do that for businesses. So we have an individual side where we help you to gain career success if you've been kind of stifled scaffold in your career, so we lift that up and have you apply project management to your life. We actually have our first career fair coming up. I'm so excited, can you tell? For ages 16 to 25. It's a free fair, and we're providing lunch too. And we just got GE to sign on as one of our employers that will be there, so I'm really excited about that. And Kroger, so that's going to be on April 22nd.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pamela Pitt, also known as The Inspirationalist. I'm on 2 local radio stations here. I'm the founder and CEO of LeBay, Living Blessed and Empowered. I provide inspirational education to the community. Within the LeBay schools, I promote self-esteem and self-worth to our youth. And then I also do parent talks for the parents. And I'm also a clinical mental health counselor and a nationally certified interpreter for the deaf and hard of hearing. So you may see me around the city interpreting for our people here. So yeah, nice to meet everybody.
Good morning, my name is Ronald Jackson, financial advisor with New York Life and Non-Life Security. Help small businesses in all areas and divisions. Glad to be here.
Good morning, my name is Erica King-Betts. I'm the division manager for the Office of Human Relations. We work directly in the city manager's office, and we're tasked with doing a lot in the area of race relations and public awareness, race relations and city contracts, race relations and urban development, you name it. We have lots of work to do.
Good morning. My name is Holly Smith. I'm the Deputy Chief of Staff in the Mayor's Office. I am really enjoying being an active listener today, and thanks for having me.
Eric Denson, City of Cincinnati. Oh, give Eric a round of applause. He handled our contract. Yay, Eric.
I'm Anthony Lowe, creative partner. I provide photographic images for personal business use. When you're ready to make a difference in your image, give us a call, come to your home, your office, or in our studio.
Good morning, my name is Dwayne Williams. My company is Pinnacle Protection Agency. Private security consultant. We're Edge and MB certified.
My name is Minister Herschel Willis. I am the founder of Visions and Dreams Ministries and the owner of Ben's Brothers and Barbecue Restaurant.
All righty.
Downtown.
Very good, too.
My name is Lawrence Jones. I'm the founder of Just Hire Me. Just Hire Me is a teen staffing platform where we focus on getting neighbors and businesses to hire teenagers ages 14 to 18 right within their community. We certify all of our teams through a 4-week program before we place them with neighbors and businesses. We have a strong focus on financial literacy. We recently received an Engage Cincy grant for $10,000, which will allow us to develop our mobile platform to sort of bring back the ideology of bringing kids and make that connection to jobs much easier.
My name is Duran Smith. I'm the founder and CEO of iDream Academy. We're a mentoring and developmental academy. We work with and focus on social and emotional development. We currently service over 16 Cincinnati public schools, Hamilton County Juvenile Courts. So on the mentoring side, we're with the Ohio Department of Youth Services, transitioning back into the community. We service from pre-K all the way up through 6, and for the juvenile court transition up to 21. And so as a mentoring and development, we focus on social skills, life skills, all of those things that can prep them and get them ready for the workforce, as well as the behavior.
My name is Herschel Daniels. Last week, we followed up on our signing with Fifth Third, a $30 billion 5-year agreement. It includes $10 billion for small business. Now, they've said they've done X amount of it. We met with Greg Carmichael last Tuesday, met with the chairwoman of the Federal Reserve. So now we're bringing it back home. We're hoping to work with the Chamber of Commerce and all. We do that as Friends of the African Union. We're a UN civil society organization. Many of you know me.
Hi, I'm Zola Stewart. I am President and CEO of Zola Stewart and Associates. And so we are a business development firm, so not business plans and all of that, although we have associates that handle that. We focus on closing deals. So we focus on working with businesses to close deals, to grow business in terms of contracts and income, partnerships, and those things. I'm also the founder for the Center for Economic Transparency, which is a 501c3 organization that focuses on working with public entities to create transparent communication to the public so that we can create jobs and grow our communities and have empowerment within them.
My name is Brother Powell. My best friend in the whole world got shot in front of Parktown Cafe. So ever since then, we've been lobbying, just protesting at the recreation centers and all the clubs to let our young people stop killing each other. So I guess I'm a businessman because I charge them when they run for office. So pleasure to meet you businessmen and women.
Right here. Yes, my name is Carlton Brown of the Carlton Brown Foundation. I'm also the FAU Chamber of Commerce Community Director of Sales. We are implementing in 10 states a $10 billion agreement for business development, $11 billion for housing. That's just with one bank agreement. We have 3. Also for community development, $8.5 billion. And we're looking for those people who want to be that new frontier of tomorrow and the economic change we need to do for our communities. I have a motto that says, each one teach one. Thank you.
Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm Eliyahu Stanley XI. I'm an associate with Herschel and Carlton.
Okay.
My name is Arnold Culver. I'm with Business Technical Services LLC. I'm a project manager there. Also work with business development and marketing. We're an African-American owned company. We do work with the city of Cincinnati, Duke Energy, a number of other utility entities. We work with pipeline management, integrity management, making sure that the pipelines are secure, making sure the pipelines are safe, making sure they're coated properly. So we do high-end industrial coatings and a number of things like that. So we work with Duke Energy, Cincinnati Water Works, Louisville Gas and Electric. We're in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Georgia, and in Florida, and we're headquartered in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. So look forward to connecting with several of you with different things that you said that I know we can partner up on.
Yes, I'm Prince Johnson, Tri-Delta Enterprises, and we are a safety net that actually protects and provides safety for your businesses as well as for individuals, giving you legal advice for small businesses, individuals, and we are continuing to work in the Cincinnati area. I'm looking forward to connect with a number of small businesses here to share some of the solutions that we do have to move your businesses forward.
My name is Cameron Foster. I'm with the Addiction Services Council. I work with our workplace intervention program. All of you all can use our services because we help you write your drug-free workplace policies. We do educational training to your facilities, your employees that may have substance abuse problems. They can come to our agency, get the services that they need. And the family members of that employee can come to our agency and get the services that they need. So with the Addiction Services Council, I'm the workplace intervention specialist.
Okay, we're gonna go Morgan, Crystal, John, and Miss Atkins.
Morning, everybody. My name is Morgan Owens. I serve as the Tri-Health Chair for the African American Board of Chamber. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have my own fitness brand called Curvy Cardio, and I have a personal brand, Morgan Owens brand, where I do chic workshops for women in business or women entrepreneurs.
Good morning. My name is Crystal Kendrick. I'm the president of the Voice of Your Customer. We are a marketing consulting firm that specializes in market research, secret shopping, and community outreach campaigns. Our clients include a lot of government agencies, local nonprofits, and some small family-owned businesses here in the area. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I look forward to connecting with you after the session today.
John Moore, president of Moore Air. We do residential and commercial heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Residential side, we're a train dealer. Commercial side, we serve corporations, municipalities, Also the board chair for African American Chamber of Commerce. The most exciting thing we're doing is the 20th anniversary gala. If you don't have.
Say it again.
The most exciting thing we have is the 20th anniversary gala. If you don't have tickets, buy 5. If you have a table, buy another one. Look forward to seeing you there.
Okay, Ms. Atkins.
Hi. Okay, I am Ms. Atkins, the president of Evanston Community Council. And we are considered the educating community where one can acquire education from pre-K to PhD. Xavier University, Walton Hills High School, Academy of World Languages, where we offer 5 languages, Evanston Elementary School, and we have 1 charter school around the academy. So we are dedicated to the well-being of all of our residents, education, spirituality, and business. It's a pleasure being here this morning, and I hope I learned a lot about the various resources that we offer in this room. And thank you.
Okay, Ms. Atkins, it's always good to see you. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, so we're going to have to change up the schedule a little bit. Council Member Smitherman is here, and so we want to take advantage of that, and then we'll do the lunches, okay? So don't get too mad at me. Don't let your stomachs growl too much. But it's very kind of him to come today to extend this time because he had some personal issues, and he decided to come here. So we were very appreciative of the fact that he did that. So council member, if you would come, and the format that we've been using this morning is the same one we used in the fall. Just give a few words, and then we'll have folks who will ask you a couple of questions. Okay? Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. My name is Councilman Christopher Smitherman. I'm honored to be here this morning. I'm the chair of Law and Public Safety for the City of Cincinnati. I'm also the chair of Economic Growth and Infrastructure for the City of Cincinnati. I see the mayor's chief of staff, Holly, here. I want to always acknowledge Holly and the mayor's staff, because without those appointments, I would not be the chair of those 2 very important committees. Inclusion is a part of me. I very rarely have an economic growth and infrastructure meeting where somebody is before me that I don't ask them direct, specific questions related to inclusion. You know, the mayor and this administration, from my perspective, as I said the last time I was here, is much more aggressive about inclusion. I think the city manager is much more aggressive about inclusion. And I think all of you here in the room really have to position yourself for a new think. Meaning, if we think the way things have been over the last, let's say, 20 years, then we're not going to recognize that the doors of the church are now open. And so it's very important to be very, very aggressive with contracting. As a financial planner, I'm a small business owner myself and have been for over 20 years. The areas of opportunity, just to identify that I see that we haven't broken into and need to, I heard my colleague from New York Life stand up, is property and casualty with the City of Cincinnati. We do a lot of property and casualty work, whether it's the convention center or whether it's this building, that we need to find ways to bid on that work. Also legal work. We have a lot of outsourcing of legal work that happens in the City of Cincinnati. So our private attorneys need to really engage the city and get on those lists. Those are 2 examples where our professionals, in my opinion, are not yet at the table. I always tell the City of Cincinnati, and I want to take more questions, that where I see the City of Cincinnati is that this is not about capacity. Those are old statements that people make. African Americans, Latinos, women, Asians in our community are already ready to do the work. This is about the Major League Baseball and the Negro League, as an example. And so the players are here and ready to play, but the doors of the church just haven't been open. And so this conversation about capacity, I think, is really important for us to push back really hard. Now, there are certain areas where we don't have capacity. But to actually with a broad brush to define it as if that's all areas, that's a bad deal when we have to push hard in that specific areas. For example, we don't have a lot of people that do elevators, for example. So we're doing a contract and someone says, well, we can't find anybody for inclusion for elevators. Well, you're right. I haven't found anybody who does elevators, right? But if you're talking about doing electrical work or doing drywall or doing painting, we have a lot of capacity in that area. And so we have to continue to push. I think you have great leadership. I will also say to small business owners here, you know, politics are incredibly tricky. And as a small business owner, me as a small business owner, you must be very careful in how you navigate it. And so you might not want to be the front person when there are elections that are happening, for example. You might want to be neutral. You might want to support everybody. I give everybody love because you're business owners. What you're trying to do is, from our perspective, it doesn't matter who wins politically. We want to be at the table economically. And it doesn't matter whether the person's a Republican or a Democrat or an independent or a Green Party member, whether they're black or whether they're white or male or female or Asian or Latino. As business owners, I'm just sharing with you, I don't believe we should be in the business of caring about any of that. We should be focused on green. We should be focused on money. We should be focused on contracts. And we just have to be very strategic about how we approach politics. I now want to just open it up and I want to take questions. I want to thank the African American Chamber for allowing me to have time. It's an honor. I think that annually doing this is incredibly important and sophisticated. I think is this the second year? This is the second time.
We did it in the fall, we're doing it in the spring.
Mr. President, I'm going to leave it up to you to call on people. You'll do
No,
that.
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
yield
you
the floor
just,
back.
yeah, go, Zola is asking questions,
Yes.
everybody has a question.
Hi, Zola.
Hi, Councilman. I wanted to, thank you for always supporting the plight of African American businesses when it comes to contracting. And for that statement that you made about, it's not about our capacity. We really need to table that discussion. And so I'm asking every council member that comes here, in terms of our minority business program that we have, we've gotten a lot of information in the media from City Hall regarding this increase in awards. But what we also need is specific data on the spend. So you know, because you've been in this fight with us for a very long time, that we fought to get spend data. And now we are not getting it. So we don't have it for all of 2016. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not, but our minority business program started in 2016. We have no data on spend for 2016. However, we are getting award data. Award data without spend data doesn't really mean a whole lot. We need award and spend data before you can boast about the increase. So, I've been in this fight for minority business. It's not about politics. I'm an African American woman business owner, and I can't grow if the environment isn't conducive to my growth. And you know that, right? So I'm saying all these things to you because I know you know. You've been in this fight. You fought this. And so I'm asking you to request from administration the specific data for minority business contracting. What has been spent, not awarded, but spent for all of 2016 and first quarter of 2017.
So first, let me publicly say that's done. I'll do that. When is 4 weeks out? When is my chief of staff, when is the next economic growth and infrastructure meeting? Not in 2 weeks, let's say 4 weeks out. So April 25th, is that agenda? So on April 25th, we'll write an email. We will pose the question just as you have identified the question and request that the administration come before my committee at 9 a.m. and provide the information on awards and spend. Great. It'll be done. We make sure Chief of Staff will send that email out. Will you also CC Zola on that request so she can see it openly?
And when you get the data, can you share it with Eric so he can share it with us?
Be honored to.
Thank you.
Yeah, very transparent way.
Eric or Chamber.
Yeah, and I think when we have it, it would be helpful for someone to be there. I mean, obviously your president will be there, but there should be a presence. At 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, it's business time, and my chambers tend to be empty. But it's nice to have a presence and then have someone prepared to respond to the data that was just presented. So I would be great.
If you saw Eric and the chamber will put it in the weekly email that we receive, we respond to those emails.
Well, you can put it in the weekly meeting right now on April the 25th at 9 a.m. There'll be somebody from the administration that will be there to talk about awards and spend as it relates to minority contracting for the city of Cincinnati. It's going to happen. And if it's not going to happen, if somebody calls and says, oh, somebody's out of town and they can't be there, then I will email President Eric Kearney about it. President, you want me to keep calling?
Yeah.
I just want to yield the floor. When I come to people's house, I always respect.
You do it the right
Yes.
way. But anyway, part of my question is, I understand that minority participation as far as businesses is on the rise. My question is, having minority business on the rise has it equated to workforce development inclusion at this time?
That's true.
What are your plans to include the workforce inclusion part so that the lower people on the tier can benefit from the wealth at the top?
Well, we have a local hire ordinance, as you know, that is being applied. But let's talk about, sometimes what I like to do when people ask me questions is look myself in the mirror, look us here in the mirror, and say that our workforces need to be diverse. So oftentimes when we're doing inclusion and we're saying the contractors awarded here, that many of those minority-owned businesses don't have a workforce that reflects the owners. And so what we have to do is make sure that we're really putting our money where our mouth is. That might not be everybody. I'm not pointing fingers about anybody here in the room. Everybody here might have arrived in this area. But I'm sharing with you that the games of, we've dealt with the pass-throughs and fronts. I mean, that culture has to die. We can't operate where people are presenting themselves as if they're something that they're not. I spoke about that last year. But you're talking about something that's deeper than that. You're saying, we have a contract, it's been awarded. Does that workforce represent the community? Does it also represent the affected groups that we're trying to employ? And you're right, there has to be more work in this area. And I think there's work that we can do, because I think that we're still scared as business owners to hire some of our own people that are at risk to get the job done. I'm just saying that now there's a big picture out there that lots of other people need to do, but we can do a better job of hiring felons, making sure that people who need extra training, that we're putting the time and energy into that ourselves, because it costs a lot of money for small business owners to get people up to speed. So we just have to do a better job ourselves. Yes. I always like to look at things, what can I do, and not look to everybody else to solve every problem, is what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Right, so,
Going into another
my
point.
company is Harmony. We are a